Okay, hello everyone. My name is Serpil Sadiye Kebapçı, and today I will be talking about an application and website called GooseChase. I will try to explain it as best as I can. So first, let's start by explaining what is GooseChase, what can we do with it, and how can we use it. I'm going to start an explanation according to the website. And according to the website, GooseChase is an application that we can use to conduct scavenger hunts for the masses. It's one of the easiest ways to organize a scavenger hunt. Let me explain what a scavenger hunt is first. A scavenger hunt is a game in which the organizers prepare a list of specific items, and in these items, participants seek to complete all of the items on the list. Um, People can work individually or as teams. Another name for this activity is a treasure hunt. I personally myself have been a part of a lot of big treasure hunts as a part of my university Spring Fest, for example, and which was an activity especially popular among science fiction and fantasy club goers and enthusiasts, and like these scavenger hunts, treasure hunts, can have a theme. They can have like specific questions. They can have specific jobs for you to do. Like it can change a lot. So now let's return to GooseChase. What can we do with GooseChase is we can easily create scavenger hunts by using this app. After you create it, participants can take part in your scavenger hunt by using their computers, phones, and all devices that support using GooseChase. I mean, you can open it, I think, in your web browsers and stuff. But since a scavenger hunt is an activity that requires participants to move around a lot, which we will come in a second. Generally, it is preferred to use these type of applications in your mobile phones. And thinking that now everybody has a mobile phone that kind of supports these activities, which is very, very simple and a simple way and an easy way to organize scavenger hunts. So where can I use a scavenger hunt? Where can I use a treasure hunt? So we can use a scavenger hunt in like some conferences, in some gatherings to get participants moving around. We can use it for team building, to create a bond between the teams. You can use it between your workers, your colleagues, to just have fun and strengthen the bond between them. And you can use it for organizing massive scavenger hunts for events like school orientations, first day of the school, first day of the class, like ice-breaking sessions and stuff. Now, since we have cleared up what a scavenger hunt is, I'm going to go and try to create a mini GooseChase for you. And I'm going to prepare, this was a test, like I can just delete this. Let me delete it. This was, I'm going to try to create a simple, just a simple scavenger hunt for the first day of the school, like for the students who come to the school for the first time, who's trying to get to know each other, etc. So to do this, I'm going to, let's say, go to my games and create a new game. So here you can put a game image. This image allows custom game branding, also makes it easier for your participants to find it. I am going to use, where is it? This one, because this is like back to school, or like the first day of the school scavenger hunt. And I'm going to give a title as Welcome to the School. Welcome to our school. Okay, the game description is like you can describe the game or not, like it depends on you. You can describe that, like you can, so it makes it easier to identify the game. You can describe the rules, so I can just say like time limit. I can put a time limit, like this scavenger hunt takes will end, let's say, takes 1 hour to finish, and you must complete the tasks in school grounds. I couldn't write it. In school grounds, and for example, um, all of the people in the school are informed about the hunt. So don't be shy to cooperate with them, etc., etc. So you can use a game location. I'm going to say, let's say, Bahçeşehir University. Can I find it? Yeah, let's say Yıldız Campus. Game passwords is optional. Like you can if you don't want anyone else to play your game, and you want to give a password to your participants, you can just create a password. Let's say welcome to school, like this. Then I just say save and continue. So here, how you can create your missions and stuff. This is a recreational game, and this is my draft. You can first, before we start our missions, I want to show you the other things that you can do. You can put a game script here. What is a game script? Basically, you can put your missions in an order. You can make some missions available from the start. For example, let's say you have 10 missions in your game, and you want 5 of them to available at the start. You can put them here. Then you can add, I think, some missions open up after they finish the 5 missions, like the 6th mission and 7th mission. It can go like that. You can add participants here. You can change your game mode here. As I said before, it can be played by teams or individual players. So teams are is for when your participants play as a member of the team instead of individually. So in this team one, everyone also downloads the app, but when you put it on the team mode, people are taken to a team lobby to join a team or create their own team. Since it is the first day of the school thing, you can, for example, tell your students or tell the participants that first they should go and introduce themselves to the other players, and they can create teams together. So the first part of the hunt, before you start GooseChase, can be creating teams of 5, let's say, or you can put it as individual players. And individual players, you can understand it from the name, when you want people to complete individually instead of teams. And you can create profile, so that your participants can choose a profile when they start, or you can send invites like this with their emails if you know their emails, or they can just go into the website and use the find the game and enter and create their own player profiles. You can put a start and stop time for this one. For example, you can put manual time, it can be, as you can see, it starts with 30 minutes and it goes up to 7 days. So it is pretty flexible, and we have an automatic timer here. You can just choose a date and you choose an time for them to start and stop. So for example, let's say I'm going to do this at I don't know, start at May the 20th at 12 p.m. And for ending date, I'm saying again May the 20th, but like not 11, 1 p.m. So it is 1 hour. May the 20th, I couldn't choose it. Like you can set, oh my god, I couldn't do it. You can set it like this. So it is like 1 hour. It is scheduled. When the time comes, it starts whatever you do. But you know, problems can happen. Personally, I would prefer manual one so that, you know, when I say start the game, it starts, and it will go on like how many, like how much time that you want it to go. So we have like activity feed that you can see. Right now we don't have anyone to play it, so I cannot see it in action. I cannot show it in action, but you can follow the activities of your players. What are they doing? Like how are they progressing through the scavenger hunt? You can see the leaderboard here, like who is going the first, who is going the second and stuff. For example, you those people can sorry, the people participants can share their activities on Twitter by with hashtags, like if it's a big scavenger hunt. And like in here in leaderboard, you can just send a message to some teams. You can send a message to all participants. For example, if you want them to know that there are like 15 minutes left, you can tell them here, like all of the teams, by sending a message like you have 15 minutes left. For example, you can give extra scores to your teams, or you can, for example, let's say sometimes your questions may be faulty even though you have prepared them with care, so you can give them like some extra points for those like problematic questions. Or if one of your teams are not acting in a good way, you can just, you know, remove the team from, you know, your game. And here you can see submissions that are sent by your groups. You can see group by missions, you can see group by teams, points, like which one is like has the most points and stuff. And you can see your group, you can see your teams in alphabetical order. So yeah, also like for example, you can basically follow these submissions to see if they are really doing the thing that you want them to do. So it is actually a good way to follow what's going on in your scavenger hunt. And also if you want to keep the memories, keep the photographs for later, you can also download your submissions. And here you can see your game code. So when they go and enter a scavenger hunt, you can just enter by using this code. So yeah, we have some settings here. You can just open your push notifications. It would be easier for the host, for the organizer to see, and you can hide it or show it in the visibility results. I'm going to hide it for now because this is just for our lesson and I'm not going to use this. So let's go back to the missions. So we have a mission list here. I can add some missions here. I can use a mission bank. This is like a GooseChase bank. There's a GooseChase bank. And you can see, for example, lots of pre-prepared missions with points and stuff. You can just add one of this. For example, photo all team members less one we are wearing ties of different colors, keep them on until the end, for example. Or switch shirts with a stranger, photo must be after the shirts have been exchanged, for example. Pretend to be in a car while walking through a drive-through, must receive food. For example, this one's a nice one, fun one. I'm just going to add this one to show you how it works, because that doesn't work with my first day of school theme, but like I'm just going to show how it works. For example, take a video of your team air instrumenting a song cover of your favorite rock band, bonus points for costumes, like for example 1000 points. So let's see our mission list. As you can see, after you add these missions, you can edit them. You can change the points, you can change the name, you can change the description, you can attach some image or videos like links. You can change the like what you want as an input. You can ask for videos, photos and videos, and you can like choose shown in the feed or hidden in the feed. If you choose the shown in the feed, like everybody in the game can see what others submit, and if it is hidden, nobody sees what other teams submit. I would prefer the second one because it is more fun when they don't see the other teams. So you can make it available. You can make the mission hidden or expired. Like for example, you can just put a time, like after the first 10 minutes, let's say they have to do this in the first 10 minutes, and after the first 10 minutes you can make it expired so that like nobody can do this. It is hidden, for example, can't see or complete this mission. Like you can hide it. For example, you want to use this same GooseChase for different groups, different activities, and some of the questions don't work, but you don't want to delete them. You can just make them hidden. And we have like this automaton thing, schedule the change of a mission status for all participants. Like for example, you can give a descriptive name, like for example, this is like a day 2 mission. After when, like for example, this automaton is run, you can just set the mission status to available. So for example, I said at the beginning, I said like I don't want my groups to see the other 5, like out of 10 missions, I don't want them to see the last 5 until the first 5 is finished. So I can just say set mission status to available, like after these how can I say, missions are finished. When it happens, you can choose an exact time. Like you can say that like I want this automaton to happen, like I want everyone to see these missions after like at this date, or like 30 minutes after the game starts. You can just choose an automation, sorry, I was pronouncing it wrong, automations to, so like you can make all of these changes on your missions. So I'm going to delete these ones and add my own missions to show you what kind of missions you can add in the game. So my first question is, for example, let me add one mission. Where do I like, yeah, my mission is a photo mission. There are 3 types of missions. You can add a photo or video mission. You can add a text mission where participants are writing text, and you can have a GPS mission where participants have to check in. I'm going to let's say name this as welcome, and my description is let's see, go to the entrance of the school with your group and take a photo of yourself. Take a photo of yourselves jumping to the air in front of it. In the picture, all of the team members should be in the air. This is actually one of the missions that we have had in our school orientation, so I think it is fun. You can just attach an image to show like an example image. You can attach a link to show them how they do it. I can do some advanced settings. For example, I admit only photos. It will not be shown in feed, so other teams will not be seeing it. And I'm going to add an automaton. I'm not going to add an automaton. This is like one of the first missions for example, and I'm going to save changes. I'm sorry, I didn't add points. For example, this one is a good one, so I'm going to add 500 points for this one. This is a beginning one. Then I'm adding another mission, and which will be a text one. I'm not going to create a lot of questions. I'm just showing you some things. For example, you can say, actually, I'm going to add a video mission. For example, go to the, so let's say some reading time. My mission is again 500 points. Go to the library and choose a book. Open the page 37 and of that book and upload a video of yourself reading the 17th sentence on the page. Yeah, this is enough. Again, this is like one of the first let's say items in my list, so I'm not going to add an automaton because I want my students to, or I want my participants to find the library and go there. My aim is here that like to teach them or to show them where the library is actually, ask someone, learn where the library is and go there and stuff. So I'm saving the changes again. I'm going to add another mission, like this one is a text mission, for example. What did he say? Let's say is the name of this quest, and I'm going to say find the portrait of the founder of the school, and write the quote below the portrait here. So let's say the school's founder said something and it's like a motto, school motto or something. I want them to write their quotations. I can add some accept and answers here like we do in most of the applications, but since this is like, they can make mistakes and stuff, I'm just going to add every answer because the answers are case insensitive. Well, it means actually case insensitive means like if you're writing in capital letters or not, it doesn't care. But still, to be on the safe side, I'm going to leave it blank to accept any and every answer. And let's say I'm going to add automaton, and I'm going to create one. And I'm not going to give a descriptive name, but I want to happen. I want my mission to happen after 10 minutes after the game starts. So yes. So this one, it starts the name. So timed quest. Let's say I want it to start at timed quest. Auto convert. Yes, convert. Yeah, I want it to be hidden. And after like the 10 minutes, it will be shown to the people. And let me change the point to 1000, for example. Save changes. And lastly, we can add GPS mission. And I'm going to use it as, for example, time for lectures. And I will write as find the conference room and check in. And I can set a location here. I can have something like this, but let's say Bahçeşehir University. Like I cannot choose a exact location, I think. Bahçeşehir University. But let me try to find. No, not this one. Let me find. Okay, so I can just zoom in, and let's say I know the location. Let's say the location is in like here. Let's say this one. No, 100 meters. Yeah, 100 meters is enough actually. So let's say people will go and check in the diameter of a 100-meter like circle. So yeah, I'm setting my location here. I mean, it like check-in missions wouldn't be appropriate if you're going to use it in a small place, but if you're like organizing a very big like a campus size um, scavenger hunt, they could be very easy to use. So I'm saving the changes. So basically, these are all the things that you can do with GooseChase. I Yeah, and after that, you can just play it by giving the code to your players, and they can just download the app, enter the code, and just play the game with you. I hope you would find this application useful, and I hope you can use it in your classes. I think this is a good, let's say, way to make students active in their first days. And I'm actually planning to use it because I didn't know GooseChase, like kind of the applications like GooseChase are, they do exist, honestly, before this year. But I'm actually planning to use this in like at the beginning of the maybe next year. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the classroom.